Hey, welcome to another match. This hand is total garbage. This hand is terrible. I don't know if I can mulligan it. I think I can't. Bad. This is a disaster. Grixis Shadow, or, not Grixis Shadow, it's like the Delirium version of Shadow. That's a lot of Galvanic Blast. I guess he's not going to run directly into all of the Galvanic Blasts. Sadly. Alright, well that's a Shadow. If I can draw a couple more artifacts. I just need, like, Mox Opal. Yeah, I guess. Take a Galv Blast. Probably has Fatal Push on that side of the board. Don't think animating Blink Moth is the way to go. Artifact, cheap artifact. Not cheap artifact. I can go for, I don't think he has Fatal Push. Can I beat Fatal Push? Let's say I play Cranial Plating. I cannot beat Fatal Push, so let's do it now before he can get more cards. Against Shadows, I want Etched Champions. I'll go down the Insouls. And I'll go down the Shrapnel Blasts for, nah. Emeries seem good, and Thoughtcasts seem good. Go down the Shrapnel Blasts and a couple Glitters. Sure. Too much 1-for-1 potential out of that deck for me to want to play the cards that are at highest risk of getting 1-for-1 out of the game. But mulliganing that hand, you know, if I had just a couple more artifacts, a Mox Opal would have been an easy game. But no. No No artifacts, no opal. Just garbage. Alright, yes, I would like to play first. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The potential to get blown out really, really easily with all that glitters. But if he doesn't have a fatal push, then I'm in business. At least it's bulletproof. So he has to have fatal push or some shatter effect on turn 1. Otherwise, I'm in good shape. Once upon a time for probably a land. Potentially a land. Gets a swamp. I mean, in theory, they don't always have fatal push immediately. Going for the cranial plating, or the etch champion over the cranial plating, just because the etch champion is the best card for me to resolve. It presents the most headaches for his deck. And I bet now he's like, shit, why didn't I turn off Metalcraft? That was a dumb thing to do. Like, well, you got greedy, sir. I guess if he hadn't bolted if he had bolted the Memnite from the start, then I would have played Cranial Plating and equipped, which wouldn't have been a whole lot better for him. Now, there could very easily be an Ancient Grudge on the other side of the board. But I still think I'm in okay shape against an Ancient Grudge. So I get to bash him down for like, I don't know, 6? Puts him down to 5, and then I'm just like a couple hits away with the Etch Champion. My Metalcraft is pretty safe. I mean, he could have some shadows and a removal spell for the Ornithopter into a Temur Battle Rage. And then he would have had a fairly close to perfect draw. That does not win you the game. That does, in fact, result in your demise. Although I suppose he could have Slaughter Pack. Doesn't work. He could have Green Force. If he has Green Force, then I'm pretty fucked. He does not have Green Force. Right. One more time. Get a good fast hand. I'm so close to this 4-1. Nope. Nope. I cannot keep the hand that does literal nothing. This hand I will keep. I think I bottomed the blast. Keep the creatures. Hope they survive long enough for me to Thoughtcast to catch myself back up. Opal would be amazing. Well, Scourge is not awful. Opal or another 0-drop would be pretty excellent next turn. 0-drop mostly if he doesn't kill the Vault Scourge. Decides to do 1 damage to himself. Sure. So he's pretty clearly signaled. So he can do 4 damage to himself, puts him down to... Sure, he has a Death Shadow, but not going to give him the option of slowing the throttle. I guess there's probably enough Assassin's Trophies that I should play maybe a basic. I feel like a basic is just so bad against most of these decks if I ever draw it. Just like... I don't want to put a card in my deck that's a disaster to draw. This is suboptimal. I do need a land for these Etched Champions. Yeah, definitely having the basic in my deck probably would have put me at a much higher % chance to win this game. I don't know if Assassin's Trophy is good enough, is like commonly enough played to make that a worthwhile consideration. Just don't know. Fuck. Okay, now I'm dead. Now I'm like really dead. Alright, so what I need for him to do is attack with just one of those shadows. If he attacks with 2, I suppose I do chump with an Ornithopter. Or do I just take it? That's a Tarmogoyf. I think I take it because I don't gain anything by chumping this turn as opposed to next turn. This looks like a collective brutality. Probably kill one of my guys and escalate. Yes, and escalated. Okay, so this is workable. This is workable. This could be a lot better if I could get my friggin' champions into play. So I have to block all 3. Yeah, no, I had to draw a land. I had to get one of them edge champions into play. Oh well.